everyone, welcome back to Biophilia, your all-time study mate. Today we are going to start with the second part of this chapter, that is Introduction to Epithelial Tissues. If you feel that this video helps you in any way to understand topics better, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our amazing channel, and even don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified for the upcoming parts of the chapter. So let's start today's video by understanding the first type of tissue, that is epithelial tissue. So epithelial tissue एक बहुत basic tissue है that is going to get origin from all three germ layers. So ये सब जो था that was understood in the previous part of the chapter. So don't forget to go and visit that video as well. I will link down the video in the description box. आप उसे भी जाकर एक बार देखो so you are clear with the base of the chapter. So epithelial tissue जो होता है that is going to get origin from three germ layers और उसका function क्या होता है? Function भी हमने discuss किया था in the previous part of the chapter जिसको हमने याद किया था with a simple trick that was Spears का साबुन. So those who have gone through the first part of this chapter knows कि ये trick का मतलब क्या होता है. So don't forget to go and check that video out as well. So get started with this video. So जो epithelial word होता है वो introduce किया था by Frederick Rusch. Now ये epithelium जो होता है उसका क्या मतलब होता है? So in biology when you don't understand meanings, try to break them. So यहाँ पे हम break करेंगे और let's understand if we get the meaning out of it. So first word जो break होगा that is epi and the next that is thelium. So epi means it is going to be over something, यानी किसी के ऊपर है and thelium is the layer on which it is above. So epithelium जो होता है that is a tissue which is going to be made up of one or more layers of cells. और ये जो cells होते हैं वो बहुत closely arranged होते हैं and they are going to cover or line the external as well as internal surfaces of your body parts. अब external और internal surfaces का क्या मतलब हुआ? External यानी those surfaces जो environment को face करेंगे या जो environment के contact में आ सकते हैं और internal surfaces that are going to be inside or lining your body cavity. So lining of the body cavity is going to be the internal surface. So अब ये इसको समझने के लिए you can go through a activity. जो external surface है वो कौन सा होगा? That is your skin. So जो आप skin को touch कर सकते हो that is your external surface that is made up of epithelial tissue. और lining of the body cavity को समझने के लिए when you move your tongue into your mouth और जो cheeks को आप touch करते हो internally, that will also be the epithelium that is covering your body cavity. So that was a little thing that you can understand about epithelium. अब epithelium का ये तो समझ लिया but अगर एग्जाम में definition पूछ ली तो how are you going to answer? So epithelial tissue is going to be defined as it is a tissue that grows upon a tissue. So epithelium जैसे हमने break करके पता किया. So in that same way you are going to write that is a tissue that grows upon another tissue and this tissue जो second tissue है जिसके ऊपर grow होता है वो कौन सा होता है? Generally it is going to be a connective tissue. So यहाँ पे दो tissues involved होते हैं. एपिथेलियल टिश्यू जो होता है जो कनेक्टिव टिश्यू के ऊपर ग्रो होता है एंड दिस एपिथेलियम के एक खास बात होती है दैट इट ऑलवेज फेसेस आइदर द बॉडी फ्लूइड यानी वो इंटरनल सरफेसेस पे मिलेगा या फिर आउटसाइड एनवायरनमेंट को फेस करेगा दैट इज इट विल फॉर्म द एक्सटर्नल लेयर ऑफ योर बॉडी. सो दिस वाज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट द MCQ पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कि उसकी पोजीशन कहाँ हो सकती है फॉर द एपिथेलियल टिश्यू. Now let's understand about the structure about this tissue. So structure की बात हो, so it can have one or more layers of cells. So एक के ऊपर एक या single layer of cells हो सकते हैं, और cells के बीच का जो gap होगा, that is there will be little intercellular material. दो cells के बीच में gap कम होने की वजह से the intercellular spaces में material कम होगा. Now, an important point to remember about epithelial tissue, that is since जो cells है वो बहुत tightly packed होते हैं, and because of that tight packing वो किसकी मदद से होता है, so एक glue जैसा कुछ होना चाहिए that is going to help to pack those cells together. So जो glue जैसा काम करता है that is nothing but cell junctions. So ये जो cell junctions होते हैं वो सिर्फ कहाँ मिलते हैं, वो सिर्फ मिलते हैं epithelial सेल्स में, क्योंकि एपिथेलियल सेल्स ही होते हैं जो इतने टाइटली पैक्ड होते हैं. सो इफ यू गेट अ क्वेश्चन कि सेल जंक्शंस कहाँ मिलते हैं, सो दे आर गोइंग टू बी फाउंड इन द एपिथेलियल टिश्यू या बिटवीन द एपिथेलियल सेल्स. अब सेल जंक्शंस क्या होते हैं वो हम आगे के स्लाइड्स में देखेंगे, बट फॉर नाउ रिमेंबर कि सेल जंक्शंस सिर्फ होते हैं एपिथेलियल सेल्स में. So now let's see about the blood supply for this tissue. So ये tissue जो है that is going to be avascular. Avascular का क्या मतलब होता है, that there is going to be lack of blood vessels. ये tissues के पास blood vessels नहीं पहुँचती है and they are not going to have blood supply. So blood supply क्यों नहीं होता है, now that can also be a question. So you have to dig into the reasons so that you can be strong with the concept. So सिर्फ बता दिया जाए कि एपिथेलियल टिश्यू अवैस्कुलर होता है तो आपको अपने आप से क्यूरियोसिटी होनी चाहिए टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज अवैस्कुलर. सो आई टोल्ड यू अवैस्कुलर क्या होता है, दैट इज लैक ऑफ blood vessels. Now you can have a question out of curiosity, why doesn't it have blood vessels? So blood vessels नहीं होते हैं because there is a lack of intercellular spaces. दो cells के बीच में gap ही नहीं है and because of that little or no gap the blood vessels cannot reach to that particular tissue. So अब ये टिश्यू को अगर ब्लड सप्लाई या ऑक्सीजन या न्यूट्रिशन नहीं मिला, so you might think that this tissue will be dead, but no, it is not going to die क्योंकि यही तो है that is covering the external as well as the internal of the body. But अगर ये मर जाएगा तो क्या होगा, that is not going to work. So how is it going to acquire its nutrition or other stuff that it needs to survive? So that is going to come from the connective tissue. So ये जो connective tissue है जिसके ऊपर epithelium होता है, so this connective tissue is going to provide the nutrients with the help of diffusion. So diffusion की मदद से it is going to get all its needs supplied. So next is nerve supply. So nerve supply जो उसको control देता है that how to function and what to do, so that is going to be the nerve supply. So epithelial tissue के पास एक बहुत अच्छा nerve supply होता है. It is going to have a very rich nerve supply. So you can test it out that how much quick that nerve supply is. अगर आपको एक सेफ्टी पिन या योर स्टेपलर पिन और योर हॉट ऑब्जेक्ट्स को अगर टच कर लेते हो, what is going to happen, immediately you are going to respond, and that respond क्यों आता है, because you are touching with your skin. So skin से there is going to be a relation of epithelium tissue. So the thing that you are touching that is hot or it is pointed, so that information goes to your brain and you respond because that tissue is having a very rich nerve supply. Nerve supply कम होता तो you won't have responded well. So with this activity you can understand that epithelial tissue के पास एक बहुत अच्छा nerve supply होता है. Next is going to be the origin of this tissue. So origin जो होता है that is going to start when there is embryonic development. यानी जब बच्चा newborn has not even born, before that the development of this tissue already starts. और हमने प्रीवियस वीडियो में भी देखा था कि ये जो टिश्यू होता है दैट इज गोइंग टू ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम ऑल द 3 germ layers. सो 3 germ layers कौन से होते हैं दैट यू कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस video. So do go and check out the previous video. Link will be there in the description box. Okay, so link will be provided. Go and check it out for the better understanding of germ layers. So यहाँ पे भी हम एक थोड़ा brief idea दे देते हैं. So that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So in general ये होते हैं 3 germ layers. So ectoderm के लिए best example होता है that is epidermis. So epidermis is going to be the epithelial tissue that has a subclassification as stratified squamous. अब stratified squamous, simple squamous ये सब क्या होता है they are going to be the subclassification of epithelial tissue. So आपको समझ आ जाएगा when you watch this video completely and understand those. So just for now you can remember कि अगर ectoderm origin का एग्जाम्पल पूछा जाए फॉर एपिथेलियल टिश्यू सो यू आर गोइंग टू आंसर दैट इज एपिडर्मिस. अगर मीजोडर्म के लिए पूछा जाए तो यू आर गोइंग टू आंसर इट इज मीजोथीलियम. और एंडोडर्म के लिए क्या आएगा लाइनिंग ऑफ द गट. सो दैट वाज अबाउट द ओरिजिन ऑफ द टिश्यू. So now let's see about the next point that is surfaces of the tissue. So surfaces जो होते हैं they are majorly 3 surfaces. First होता है apical, second is lateral and third is the basal surface of the tissue. Apical मतलब क्या होता है the top surface of the tissue. Second that is lateral जो sides पे present होता है and basal that is going to be present at the bottom. So you can imagine this as a square or a cube जिसके top, bottom and sides present होते हैं. So if you are speaking about apical tissues, so that is going to have or it is going to face the free surfaces. अब free surfaces किसके हो सकते हैं? It can be of the duct or a cavity or a tube. और ये कब possible है? When it is internal lining. अगर एक्सटर्नल लाइनिंग होगा तो वो किसको फेस करेगा इट विल फेस द एनवायरमेंट इन द केस ऑफ एक्सटर्नल लाइनिंग. सो बोथ द पॉइंट्स शुड बी क्लियर टू यू. अब ये जो अपाइकल सरफेस होता है देयर आर गोइंग टू बी सम फंक्शनल मॉडिफिकेशंस. सो जैसे ये अलग अलग बॉडी पार्ट्स पे जैसे होगा अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट देयर इज गोइंग टू बी मॉडिफिकेशन इन द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन्स. सो जो टॉप लेयर की अपाइकल सरफेस की जो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन होगी वो अपने आप को मॉडिफाई करेगी एंड दिस मॉडिफिकेशन विल बी सीन मेजरली इन कोलमनार एंड क्यूबॉइडल टाइप्स ऑफ epithelium. So cuboidal और columnar क्या होते हैं that are the types of epithelium जो हम पढ़ेंगे in detail in the next video. But till then you can remember कि जो modifications होते हैं वो ज़्यादातर कौन से मिलते हैं in columnar and cuboidal type. अब ये जो functional modifications होते हैं ये कौन से modifications होते हैं we will see in the next slide after this one. So till then हम देखते हैं about the second surface. Second surface होता है the lateral surface. So lateral surface जो sides पे होगा. So in the figure down over here you can see the lines with the black. So जो black lines से suggest है they are nothing but the lateral surface. और जो red से है that is going to be the apical surface. So simultaneously आप figure देख के भी समझ सकते हो that how the surfaces are present. So lateral surface को आप देख के समझ सकते हैं that they are going to face the adjacent cells. जो आजू बाजू के cells है उनके साथ वो एक दूसरे को देखेंगे. That means they are related to the adjacent cells. और ये एक दूसरे के साथ चिपके हुए होंगे. That means they are going to be glued together with the help of cell junctions. So we would be speaking about cell junctions in this video in detail in a few minutes. Still then हम देखते हैं about the third surface. So third surface जो होता है, it is going to adhere the extracellular material. So extracellular material का for the epithelial tissue example is basement membrane. So basal surface जो होता है वो basement membrane के साथ glued होगा with the help of hemidesmosome. So hemidesmosome जो होता है it is a type of cell junction. So जो बेसल सरफेस होगा वो बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन के साथ कनेक्टेड होगा विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ ग्लू, और वो ग्लू का नाम क्या है, हेमीडेस्मोसोम, विच इज अ टाइप ऑफ सेल जंक्शन. सो बेसल सरफेस कैसा है, तो दैट इज नथिंग बट represented by the green color over here, that is going to be your basal surface. Now let's see about the next thing, that is basement membrane. So हमने अभी देखा कि basal surface जो होता है that is connected to the basement membrane, but it is important for us to understand basement membrane क्या होता है. So basement membrane जो होता है that is nothing but similar to a matrix. So जो सेल के अंदर जैसे साइटोप्लाज्म होता है, in similar type this basement membrane occurs. So analogous, that is nothing but it is similar. So similar, you can say it is similar in function, but उसका origin जो होता है that is going to be different. So analogous का वही meaning होता है that it is originally different but function will be similar. So second point about basement membrane, that is it is a extracellular layer. वो cells के बाहर है, so it is extracellular layer. So basement membrane जो होता है it is a membrane, so it is going to be thin and a permeable layer. So to and fro movement through this membrane can easily occur, so it is permeable. फोर्थ होता है इट इज नॉन लिविंग एंड नॉन सेल्यूलर. नॉन लिविंग है बिकॉज इट डजंट हैव न्यूक्लियस, सो लिविंग का कोई सेंस नहीं है. एंड इट इज नॉन सेल्यूलर बिकॉज देर इज नो सेल्यूलर कंटेंट, ओनली इट इज लाइक अ मैट्रिक्स. सो नेक्स्ट होता है कि ये जो बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन होती है उसको आप डबल लेयर दिखती है. So it is made up of two layers, that is basal lamellae and the reticular lamellae. So अब देखते हैं about these two layers. So first, that is basal membrane या basal lamellae. So that is going to be located close to the epithelial tissue. So in the photograph over here you can see कि ये जो basal lamellae होते हैं that is represented by the blue stripes. So that is going to be the basal lamellae. Basal lamellae जो होता है you can see from the figure कि वो epithelial tissue के पास में होगा. एंड बेसल लैमेले का ओरिजिन कहाँ से होगा, इट इज गोइंग टू बी बिकॉज ऑफ द एपिथेलियल टिश्यू. सो एपिथेलियल टिश्यू ही सारा न्यूट्रिएंट पास ऑन करेगा टू फॉर्म द बेसल लैमेले. अब नेक्स्ट जो होता है दैट इज बेसल मेम्ब्रेन किससे बना होगा. सो इट इज गोइंग टू बी मेड अप ऑफ ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन्स एंड प्रोटियोग्लाइकन्स. So these are going to be the ingredients to have the basal lamellae. फिर होता है रेटिकुलर लैमेले. सो रेटिकुलर लैमेले जो होता है वो होता है बेसल लैमेला के नीचे या फिर क्लोज टू द कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. सो इफ यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड ओवर हियर, अगर फोटोग्राफ में देखोगे सो रेटिकुलर लैमेले विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय द ग्रीन कलर. सो ग्रीन कलर दैट इज यू कैन सी बेसल लैमेला के नीचे होगा. एंड फॉर फर्दर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ये एपिथेलियल टिश्यू के नीचे होगी, दैट इज नथिंग बट द कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. सो कनेक्टिव टिश्यू के क्लोज होगा रेटिकुलर लैमेले और इट कैन बी कॉल्ड एज below the basal lamellae. अब reticular lamellae जो होता है that is going to be made up of collagen and reticular fibers. अब reticular fibers की presence की वजह से ही उसका नाम है that is reticular lamellae. So along with collagen and reticular fibers, so ये दो fibers के नाम है. Along with it, there is going to be mucopolysaccharides. So mucopolysaccharides is a group of things, but उसमें से भी basically क्या present होगा, that is hyaluronic acid. So that is going to be making up the reticular lamellae. So basal membrane plus reticular lamellae is going to give you what? Basement membrane. So that is the equation that you need to remember. So now let's see about the modifications of the apical surface of the epithelial tissue. So जैसे हमने पहले पता किया कि there are three surfaces of the epithelial tissue, that is apical, lateral and basal. So जो apical surface होता है, that is the top surface, वो अपने आप को modify करता है as and when needed. So what are these modifications? So they are nothing but, first that is microvilli, second gynoecilia, third is stereocilia. So I have tried to compare them so that you can have a look at all in once. सो ये जो मॉडिफिकेशंस होते हैं दैट वी ऑल्सो सॉ कि ये जनरली कौन से सेल्स में मिलते हैं. इट इज गोइंग टू बी मेजरली सीन इन द कोलमनार एपिथेलियम एज वेल एज क्यूबॉइडल एपिथेलियम. सो ये जस्ट अभी याद करने के लिए वी गॉट इट रिवाइज्ड, but about the details of these types will be covered in the next video. So let's jump into the modifications of apical surface. So first जो होता है that is microvilli, that is going to be defined as minute processes due to folding of plasma membrane. So जो top surface की जो plasma membrane है वो अपने आप को repeatedly fold करेंगी, because of which there will be minute processes. So you can see down in the diagram that how the top layer of the tissue is going to get modified to form finger-like projections that are called as villi, or even that villi can have again turned and twisted to form microvilli. So ये जो microvilli है, so can it be motile? Can it move? So actually they cannot move, that is they are non-motile and even non-contractile. So अगर वो हिल नहीं सकते, if they cannot contract, then what is the function of this? So they have a function to increase the surface area. So surface area increase करता है, and reason for increase of surface area is first that is absorption and second that is secretion. So based on this you can remember कि surface area for absorption or secretion कहाँ पढ़ाते हैं. That is going to be the location for these microvilli. That is nothing but the walls of intestine as well as the tubules of excretory system. So that is the location for this modification. So now let's see about gynoecilia. So gynoecilia is going to be long cylindrical pieces that will arise from the basal granules. So basal granules are a type of proteins जहाँ से ये gynoecilia will be grown. Now these gynoecilia, word is gyno. Gyno is related to movement. So you can remember even like that कि gyno, that is movement, so they will be motile as well as contractile. अब motile है, contractile है, so what is their function? Function is going to be that is movement of particles and that too in a specific direction. जो मन करे जहाँ मन करे, they are not going to move the particles but in a specific direction, that is unidirection. वो एक ही direction में सारे particles को move करने लगाएंगे. So what is going to be the location for this type of modification? So it can be found in the fallopian tube जहाँ पे female gamete को in a single direction needs to move. ट्रेकिया जो है, सो इट इज गोइंग टू बी नॉट थ्रू द लंग्स, तो लंग्स की तरफ नहीं, बट इट विल बी टुवर्ड्स द नेजल चेम्बर. So towards the nasal chambers these gynoecilia will move so that the dust particles do not enter into your lungs. Similar for bronchioles. And the last, that is ependymal epithelium. अब ependymal epithelium कहाँ होता है? It is going to be present in your canal of brain and spine. So brain और spine से एक central canal pass होती है. So in that there is going to be the presence of epithelium that is called as ependymal epithelium. So the movement of the cerebrospinal fluid, this ependymal epithelium is modified into having gynoecilia. थर्ड होता है that is stereocilia. So stereocilia जो होता है, it is going to have long processes covered by glycocalyx. So as you can see in the diagram, ये जो stereocilia होता है उसके ऊपर एक layer चढ़ जाएगी that is of glycocalyx. So stereocilia, stereo that is stationary. So you can remember like that, stereo means stationary. There will be no movement, that is they are non-motile, non-contractile, and they will have a function that is increase in surface area. So यहाँ पे location जो है that is going to be found in the male reproductive system, and male reproductive system के साथ साथ that is epididymis as well as vas deferens, in which this type of modification can be seen. So these are the three modifications जो apical या top surface of epithelial tissue पे मिलती है. Now let's see about the topic that I have promised to explain, that is cell junctions. So cell junctions जो होते हैं, they are a kind of gluing material. So they will have a function to provide structural and a functional support to the adjacent cells. Now there are going to be different types of cell junctions. So let's discuss about them. So first होता है that is called as gap junction, or a more scientific name that is macula communicans. So gap junction जो होता है, it is a cell junction which is going to facilitate chemical material exchange. So chemical material जो cell to cell transfer होता है, that is going to be facilitated with the help of gap junction. So gap junction is like a tunnel. You can remember it as a tunnel, और ये tunnel में से the vehicles or the chemical materials can exchange between one place to another, that is from one cell to another cell. So what is the reason? That is nothing but communication purpose. So in short, gap junction का function है communication purpose. सेकेंड जो सेल जंक्शन होता है दैट इज टाइट जंक्शन और जोना ऑक्लूडेंस. अब टाइट जंक्शन है यानी देयर इज, यू कैन रिमेंबर इट एज अ स्ट्रिक्ट जंक्शन. स्ट्रिक्ट है यानी क्या होगा, देयर इज नो मूवमेंट ऑकरिंग. सो सेल मेम्ब्रेन या प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन जो होती है, तो इट इज गोइंग टू बी not allowing the particles to go to and fro out of the cells. So that is going to be helpful to prevent leakage. So cells से सारी चीजें अंदर से बाहर नहीं होनी चाहिए. There sometimes wherein the cell needs to prevent something. So for that prevention of the leakage, the tight junctions are going to be present. So there can be leakage from the epithelial tissue into the connective tissue जो नहीं होना चाहिए. So that is prevented by the help of tight junctions. So tight junctions or zona occludens generally columnar epithelium में present होते हैं. थर्ड सेल जंक्शंस जो होते हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड एज इंटरडिजिटेशन जंक्शन. सो इंटरडिजिटेशन जंक्शंस दे आर प्रेजेंट एज फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस. सो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन अपने आप को फोल्ड कर लेती है इनटू फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस, एंड फ्रॉम वन सेल टू अनदर दे आर गोइंग टू गेट entered. So for example, like if you are using your hand, so palm region को अगर आपने एक सेल मान लिया, and your fingers are nothing but the interdigitation junction. So if you take your two hands and try to mix them together into your fingers, so जो crisscross of your fingers होगा, that is nothing but a type of interdigitation junction. So for example, let me try to draw. So ये जो interdigitation है like this. So एक सेल अपने आप को फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शन में डेवलप करेगा, एंड सिमिलरली द सेकेंड सेल विल ऑल्सो ट्राई to have its modification to enter into the next cell. So like zigzag puzzles, the interdigitation junction is going to be present. So इसका example जो interdigitation junction कहाँ मिलता है? So it is going to be present at the transitional epithelium. So again it is a type of epithelium that is found majorly in the urinary bladder. So urinary bladder में the bladder when it is empty, so उस time पे it is at a smaller size. So उस time पे cells क्या होंगे? The interdigitation junctions will be tightly holding each other. But urinary bladder जब fill होना शुरू होगा, the space needs to get increased so that the urine could be hold. So वो जब expand होता है bladder, during that time there is going to be the separation of the interdigitation for a little space providing into the bladder. So that is the place where these interdigitation junctions are forming. So transitional epithelium को, since it is majorly present in the urinary or the excretory system, so it is called as urothelium. So even that can be a little MCQ that could be asked. Interdigitation junctions majorly कौन से epithelium में मिलता है? So let's see about the fourth type of cell junction, that is adhesion junction. So adhesion junction, adhesion मतलब क्या होता है? It is related to adhesives. So adhesives words भी आपने सुने होंगे. So adhesive words कहाँ use होते हैं? Related to something in gluing matter. So when you have to stick something, that is nothing but adhesives. So Fevicol is nothing but adhesive. You can remember Fevicol का काम क्या होता है? To stick something. Similarly, these adhesion junctions are going to perform the work of cementing. So they are going to keep the cells and the neighboring cells at their own place. वो cells को इधर उधर हिलने नहीं देंगे, and that is the work of adhesion junction. So adhesion junction के types होते हैं, जिसमें से जो first type होता है that is called as zona adherens. Zona adherens का जो structure होता है that is like a plague like structure. So जैसे plague को समझना है, so you can see it as जो blood clot होता है, so there is going to be a thick blood that is going to get clot onto your injury side. So वो जो blood सूखने के बाद जो एक खपली type of बन जाता है, that is nothing but plague like structure. So like this they are going to be present into the cytoplasm, and that plaque like structure is going to be helping to connect it with microfilament, and this microfilament will be made up of actin. So actin made microfilaments and the plaque like structure वो साथ में मिलके they will help to keep the adjacent cells together. So function क्या होगा? Function is nothing but to provide side to side anchoring. So lateral sides will be kept together with the help of zona adherens. Second type of adhesion junction होता है that is desmosome, or also called as macula adherens. So now here to give you a better clue, so you have to remember the other names of these cell junctions. हो सकता है कि पेपर में आपको डेस्मोसोम्स की जगह पे मैक्यूला एडेरेंस दिख जाए, या और इन द केस ऑफ गैप जंक्शन की जगह पे macula communicans दिख जाए. So you should not get confused that you don't know, but rather you know but not familiar with this name. So it is important that you get familiar and happy with both the names and remember them as it is. So let's see about desmosomes or macula adherens. So macula adherens is like a plaque. जैसे zonula adherens है, similarly it is just like plaque-like structure, and these are going to be connecting with the help of tonofibril. So tonofibril जो होता है that is present in desmosomes, and actin is going to be present in the zonula adherens. So again that is a point of difference that you need to remember. Third type of adhesion junction होता है that is called as hemidesmosome. So hemidesmosome हमने अभी देखा था few minutes back. Where was it present? Can you remember where was this hemidesmosome? So hemidesmosome, let me remind you that hemidesmosome was present to join the epithelial cells to the basal lamella. So basal lamella, which was a part of basement membrane, so जो basal surface होता है of the epithelial tissue, that is going to have hemidesmosomes to keep the cells intact from the basal surface. So I hope that you remembered about hemidesmosomes, and hope so that you won't forget it later if you had earlier, and if you haven't, then that's a very good sign that you are remembering with these videos as it is. So that was about cell junctions. So cell junctions ke we didn't see the photograph because of slide problem. So here you can see the photograph that how these cell junctions could be drawn as a diagram. So first जो था that was gap junctions. So gap junctions हमने देखा they are like tunnels. Then we saw about tight junctions. So tight junctions, they will not allow movement or they prevent leakage. So they will be present over here in side to side, or they might be present over here at the bottom of the cells so that they prevent leakage through epithelial cells to the connective tissue. So they can be present in both the places. फिर हमने उसके बाद देखा था about adherent junctions. So first that was zona adherens. So over here zona adherens is present, that is having actin filaments. So actin filaments, so here with the blue color you can see that is going to be the zona adherens. फिर हमने देखा था about desmosomes. So desmosomes over here is represented by the green color with the fibers coming out. So ये जो fibers है वो fibers किसके हैं? The filaments that are made up of tonofibril. फिर हमने उसके बाद लास्ट टाइप देखा था that was hemidesmosomes. So hemidesmosomes are nothing but they somewhat look like these that are going to hold the epithelial cells to till the basement membrane, and to be specific up till the basal lamella. So that was about the cell junctions. And even one more thing that you can remember about cell junctions, that there are types or classified even as cell to cell junctions, जहाँ पे cell से cell को connect किया जाता है. So they can be either tight junctions, adherent junctions, desmosomes और gap junctions जहाँ पे cell to cell connection आता है. And if it is cell to matrix, यानी cell को basement membrane से अगर connect करते हैं, then they are cell to matrix junction. They are hemidesmosomes. इंट्रासेल्युलर ये तो नहीं होता है अंडर cell matrix junction, but there are focal adhesions which are going to come under the cell matrix junctions. So in a way there can be another classification कि अगर वो cell to cell है या cell to matrix type of junction है. So that was all about cell junctions and introduction to epithelial tissue. I hope this video was sufficient to get introduced to the epithelial tissue. We have the types of epithelial tissue जो हम अगले वीडियो में देखेंगे. So till the next video comes, do not forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified for the upcoming video of types of epithelium. Till then, keep smiling, keep studying hard. We will see you back with the next part of the chapter very soon. Till then, seeing off. Thank you.